at my little babies out there. Just hanging out there together. We are going to get this porch screened in. They're only outside when we are supervising them, but isn't that sweet? Hi you guys, it's Monday, and as I said the other day, I'm going to start walking in the mornings when I can. Like tomorrow I'm going to Flagstaff, and I don't know, if it's nice weather, I have a meeting in the afternoon. I might bring some tennis shoes and just go out for a little stroll anyway, try not to get too sweaty. And then I'm going to walk again Wednesday, Thursday. I also go to Flagstaff for a meeting. I'll walk Friday, and I want to try to walk 4 days a week. So if I don't get any walks in Flag this week, then I'll just I'll walk on Saturday. But I'll try to do that. I think it'll be a good habit to get into. It's supposed to be in the mid-70s here this week, meaning that in Flagstaff it will probably be in the mid-50s, so that shouldn't be so bad. Actually should be really nice. Today I am going to, I might film for my plant-based diet journey. I finally dropped some more weight, you guys. I'm so excited. I was stalled for about 3 weeks, so you'll have to tune in for my recipes on that, but I'm down 13 pounds. Yay, I'm very happy. I was just completely at a standstill. Two things I have to do today, work related, starting a new project, writing an assessment guide, and then also today is the first day of the second 8-week session of the semester, so I'll need to check online a few times today. Most of my students probably won't check in until tonight because most of them are teachers, and so they went to work this morning. So a lot of them will not check until tonight, but I'll check in a few times today with them. And then I have a few other things around the house. I don't have any gardening things to do except watering the seeds I planted, but yeah, just some other the organizing project for this week, and the one for next week, the organizing project for next week is my office, and that's a big job, so I'm probably going to start 2 weeks ahead working on that one, but I'll check in with you as things come up throughout the day. So I'm even sweatier than I was when I came back from my walk. I did 4 miles, by the way. My hip felt it, but it wasn't terrible. Like, I feel like I could go and do it again tomorrow and I'd be fine. But I went outside and, sorry, I have my reading glasses on. I was doing some stuff on my computer. I went outside and I got this oil. It's vegetable and citrus oils, and it is a sealer for the wood garden beds. You can use it on cedar furniture and stuff too, wood furniture. So I have a video that's on this channel that will come up, this week, I guess. So it'll already be up by the time you see this vlog. But anyway, in the video, I show what this stuff is. I was using the stuff that was in the can, not the jojoba and beeswax, which I did on some of mine too. So anyway, but it's hot. What's the temperature outside? It's 87 right now, and it's 5 minutes to 3. Gosh, how did it get that late? I don't know. Anyway, tonight I'm making the rainbow quinoa again from one of my plant-based videos, and John loves that, and so I'm going to make that tonight. And other than that, I think I'm not going to do any freelance work today. Tomorrow I'm going to be up in Flagstaff all day. And the only thing I have to do is a meeting, and so I'm going to go see my dad too. And then other than that, I'm just going to sit in my office and work on that project. Hi guys, I thought I'd give you guys a little quick peek at me, looking so ridiculous. You know, this is this is the mask I got in my FabFitFun box just the other day. If you don't watch my other channel, Busy Being Jen, you might want to go over and look at that. video, but this is a hydrating mask by Karuna, Karuna, and stop it, Mary. Anyway, there's a lot of liquid in this stuff, so I'm rubbing it down my neck and chest and all this. You're supposed to put it on and leave it for like, I don't know, 10 to 20 minutes. I don't know if I'll be able to leave it on that long. Anyway, you know, this just reminds me, my brother, I have 2 older brothers, and the middle brother, he said to me not too long ago, he said, you know, somewhere along the way, you got comfortable in your own skin, and I don't know when that happened. And I said, what do you mean? And he goes, I watch your channel, and you go on there with no makeup and pointing out your wrinkles and all that. He's like, when did that happen? So, but he was saying it because he wished that he felt as comfortable, I guess, and here I am on camera looking like a crazy person. But anyway, it feels really nice going in. Hopefully it absorbs nicely. I took my shower late. It's like 4. I was, you know, walking, and then I did all that work in the garden and decided that I would just take a shower late, and because tomorrow I'm going to Flagstaff and we have to leave at 6:30, and so if I took my shower now, I don't have to get up that early in the morning. But are you guys just having a hard time looking at me? It's like I look at myself in the mirror and it doesn't look nearly as horrifying. Sorry about you guys, my battery on my camera died just as I was kind of talking about how I wasn't planning to put on makeup for the rest of today or at all today, and so I figured, you know, that I might as well do a treatment. I finished doing it, as you can see. It feels, when I pulled the mask off, it was still very, very wet, so I kind of just massaged it into my skin, my neck, my chest, a little bit on the backs of my hands. It's drying now, and it feels a little bit sticky. I don't imagine it's going to stay sticky. I'm glad I can still feel it on my skin, but the whole idea of this thing is that it's supposed to be really hydrating. So, hi guys, it is Tuesday. I'm in Flagstaff. The weather is absolutely, well, no, it looks beautiful. Sunny, blue skies, and you know, that's just really how things are here. Here's an interesting little fact. I might have told you this in the past, but Flagstaff, Arizona gets more snow than Juneau, Alaska, but it has more sunny days than Miami, Florida. And that's really kind of how all of Arizona is. We're just sunny all the time. So even in the places where it's cold. So, oh my gosh, what is that dog? This dog with like this plume of a tail. Anyway, so it actually is 41 degrees right now, probably cooler. It's probably more like 38 because the temperature thing on my car always reads warmer than it is. But anyway, it looks pretty, and but there's supposed to be snow on Thursday. Not much snow and rain mix. I'll be up there that lovely day. And oh, you guys, this was an interesting development, but I was talking to my dad last night on the phone. He was doing really well, and I told him I was coming to see him, and he said, you are? And I said, yeah. And he said, what time? And I said, I'll be there probably around 10:30, and then we can go at around 11. We can go down to the dining room and have lunch. And I said, I have a meeting at 1, so it'll give us a few hours to spend together. And he goes, well, that'll be good. And he said, where do you want to meet? And I said, well, how about if we just meet up in your room, and I'll just come get you, and then we'll go down to the dining room a little later. And he said, do you know where it is? And I said, do I know where what is? And he said, do you know where my room is? I've been going to his room for over a year. So he didn't remember that I had ever been to his room. Okay, and I just got a text from John. that said that he just got a text from the girl who's the rancher, and one of the cows is ready to have its calf right now, and I'm not there. We have binoculars that are sitting on the mantle. I've been watching those cows for 2 months now, and then this cow's gonna have a calf, and I'm not gonna be there. So I'm guessing that it's Annabelle who's gonna have her calf first. So maybe I'll be home when Louise has her twins. I think she's gonna have twins, but I really wanted to be home when that happened. Hi you guys, I'm just getting ready to leave my office to go get my lunch. I was gonna go to Pita Jungle, but they don't open until 10:30, and I told my dad I would be over at his place at 10:30, so I ordered from a Mexican food place. I got a bean burrito with no cheese and enchilada sauce. I've had it there before. It's really good. So that's what I'm gonna go get. And then it's so funny, my phone is just blowing up because my next door neighbor texted me just a second ago and said, Annabelle's in labor. So the cow is in labor. And apparently it'll take a couple of hours. And so then I texted the rancher and said, send me pictures. And so I'm hoping that Louise, the one that probably is having twins, I'm hoping that she'll have her babies tomorrow. There's some weather coming in, and barometric pressure seems to affect their pregnancy, and that's why about 6 weeks ago, when she thought they were going to have their babies, it was brought on by barometric pressure and shifted the babies and made everything look like she was going to have her babies early. Or both of them were going to have their babies early. So anyway, so this could be it for Louise too. So I'm hoping that she'll wait until tomorrow so I can see the whole thing happen. And of course, if I'm there and it's happening, I will hop the fence and bring my video camera and show you guys. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. Annabelle had a little baby boy. I am right now popping in a picture for you so you can see him. The rancher and I have become friends, and she sent me a picture. She actually sent me several pictures. She had a couple where Annabelle was laying on the ground. She was laying on her side, and she kind of had her chin on the ground, and that was, as she was in labor. And then there's the little boy. So I'm super excited. I'm hoping that Louise will have her babies tomorrow or Friday, because I'm supposed to be back up in Flagstaff on Thursday, and I don't want to miss it. He's less than 24 hours old. Yesterday he wasn't really able to walk with his back legs. He would kind of hop, so it looked like he was prancing, but looks like he's figured out how to use all 4 legs. He's so teeny. And here he is, less than 24 hours old. He's already eating grass and being a cow. Now, I don't know if you can see those two, but that's Louise and the little girl. And they are scuffling this morning. They keep pushing each other and shoving each other around, and then one hops on the back of the other, and the other hops on. Big old Louise with those babies in there, and she puts her front legs up on top of the girl's back. And I don't know if it's like a dominance thing or what, but can you... There, it looks like. They're shoving each other around. I don't know if they're doing that because maybe Louise is getting ready to go into labor, or I texted the girl I know who owns these cows, and she said it could be that the girl went into her first heat, and so they might be having a dominance thing over that. Hi, baby. Hi, baby cow. Hi. Look at you. Look at you. Are you afraid of me? Alright, so I'm going to show you this trash can here. This is an old trash can. Look at the inside of it. It's just ugly and awful looking. And I just kind of washed it out. Nothing really seems to clean it up. I don't even know where we got this trash can, or maybe it's a trash can that John had from before we were married, because I don't remember ever buying this. Anyway, I put it under my sink to use as a trash can, and every time I open up this cabinet, I just think, ugh, that trash can's so ugly. Not that you need to have a pretty trash can, but... So anyway, I bought some spray paint, several different colors of spray paint to make a little craft project several weeks ago, and I thought, I'm going to paint this. I'm going to paint it a bright color, maybe bright pink. I don't know. So like I said, I washed it out. I'm letting it dry, and then I will spray paint it later on. Hi you guys, it is Wednesday morning, and there's an update on my mother-in-law. She had surgery this morning, and the doctor said that her ovaries really didn't look very bad, but he said that there were lots of tumors in the peritoneum, which is the lining in the abdomen. So he said maybe it's not ovarian cancer, maybe it's primary peritoneal cancer. So, when my sister-in-law sent me that text, I immediately had this, hopeful thing like, ooh, maybe that's better, maybe it's easier. It's not. It actually, a lot of times ovarian cancer or colon cancer or any of those abdominal cancers will move to the peritoneum, and sometimes cancer just starts in the peritoneum. And so, and apparently if it's just primary peritoneal cancer, it has, it's less good a little bit. It, like a person has a 2 to 6 month lower survival rate. So it's not a big deal, but, and I think course of treatment is the same. They remove as much as they can, and then they do chemo. So they're going to do some additional pathology, because they do know it's cancer, but they don't know in particular what kind. And so they're going to do some more pathology, which will have results in 7 to 10 days. That's not going to slow us down any on her treatment, because she can't have chemo for another couple weeks anyway, because this was pretty major surgery, and she has to heal she has to have the white blood cells available to heal. Anyway, sorry, I'm looking at myself. Clearly, I've not put any makeup on today. Anyway, I wanted to tell you about kind of a cool thing that we as a family did last night. And as frustrating as technology can be, I just think technology is amazing. So we wanted to gather as a family to pray for my mother-in-law. So there were 12 of us that got together last night to pray for her. Now listen to how this happened. At my mother and father-in-law's house, there was my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, John's sister, John's brother's wife, 2 nephews, and our niece. So there were 7 of them in the house. John's sister FaceTimed in her husband from Idaho. John's brother's wife. So my sister-in-law FaceTimed in her husband, John's brother, who was across town. My nephew was FaceTiming in his brother, who was in Idaho, and our niece FaceTimed in John and I. So there were 7 people physically in the room, but 12 of us were all gathered together, and we all took turns praying for her. And it was just amazing that we were all there. We could all see each other's faces, and even from the phones, and like I could hear people who were on the phone that were praying, and it was just, I don't know, it didn't seem like a weird thing at the time, but when it was over, I thought, my gosh, just our advances in technology, just in my lifetime, Well, shoot, you know, you guys, a lot of you guys know who watched this. I mean, there were no cell phones. There were no computers. My parents were like the first people in the neighborhood to have a computer, and it was one of those DOS computers, you know, that just had the black screen with the green flashing cursor and, you know, all of that. So anyway, but when you think about the fact that we're all, you know, everyone at the table sitting there holding up this mini phone computer slash video camera, and we're all able to gather together and pray for my mother-in-law, it was just really an amazing thing. So, and then my mother-in-law, she was so together. I mean, she's just a pillar of our family. And she prayed at the end. She was the last one to pray, and just thanking God for her family and for the opportunity that God is giving to her to share Christ with people. And I mean, really, I know I've told you guys how amazing she is, but once again, she was, you know, amazing, amazing again. And I'm just so blessed by her. So we're just, you know, no matter how this turns out, we know it's cancer. We know that she's got chemo ahead of her. We know that chances of survival for whatever kind of cancer this is are not great. But we also know that God is good. No matter what the outcome, God is good. And I think it was even her. I think it was even Debbie who said that, you know, in her prayer last night. No matter what the outcome, you know, that God is in control. And so anyway, it was pretty amazing, and I just wanted to share that with you. Hey, I just wanted to mention again that I am going to be doing a Q&A video here as soon as I get several questions from you guys. I've gotten 3 from you guys so far, and that's great. Actually 4, but one of the questions was the same from 2 viewers. So think about anything. I mean, I know you guys know so much about me already, but think about any questions you have. If you want to ask questions about John and I, or if you want to ask questions about my family, or about my work or my education or my hobbies. Well, you know what my hobbies are. Anyway, future plans, what I want to do in retirement. I mean, anything like that that you want to ask. I have decided that I'm going to add a question in there from myself. I mean, obviously I know the answer, but thinking that maybe some of you might be interested in asking this question, but you might feel uncomfortable asking, and that is going to be why John and I don't have kids. Sometimes people think that's a real sensitive question, and for us, it is not. So, so I'm going to add that on there. But if you have any other questions about anything, just let me know. Be sure to comment in the space below with your questions, and hopefully in another, you know, couple of weeks, I will have enough questions to make a, you know, 10-minute video, and then. Such a cute little boy, Annabelle. You did a good job. Oh, he's nervous. He's so cute. You're such a good mama. He's trying to get a hold of. Come on, little boy. Okay, here's the trash can. I don't know if you can see what I did, but I spray painted it pink, let it dry. I came back, I spray painted it pink again, and then I took some orange fluorescent paint and some pink fluorescent paint, and I had this out in the yard and the breeze was blowing, and so I just kind of sprayed away from it so that the speckles would fall onto the plastic. And hi, Mary. I think it came out, I hope you can see it, I think it came out nicely. Okay, dinner tonight is a vegan stroganoff. It comes from the Plant Pure Nation cookbook, which I will feature in my next plant-based journey video. Just to let you know though, it does not taste like stroganoff. Really, the only thing that it has in common with stroganoff is that there are lots of mushrooms and it's brown. It really does not taste like a stroganoff, but it's still good. So you guys, that's it for this vlog. Hope you guys are doing well, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.